Welcome back to Politics NY with Sky, where Schneps Media is speaking with all of the council candidates and now the winners of the June primary election. And I'm here right now with incumbent council member who won her primary election in Council District 31 in Queens, Selvena Brooks Powers. Welcome to the show and congratulations on your win.
Thank you so much, Sky. It's such an honor and pleasure to be here and to be able to introduce myself as one of the newly elected city councilwomen to your audience and followers. So thanks for the opportunity.
Yes, welcome on. And now you are one of potentially 30 women who will be, that's more than half of the city council, the largest number of women ever. So how does that feel?
That feels amazing. This election sets out to be an historic opportunity. So I am now one of 14 councilwomen, and we have the potential of an incoming class of 30 councilwomen. And I think that's amazing. We worked really hard, we organized, and we see that we will now potentially represent more than half of the city council. So I'm looking forward to it and pretty excited.
I wonder how the priorities will change now that it's women at the helm instead of men.
I know it's always a running joke about that, like, get the women, get things done. I think that you'll see us focused in on a lot of issues from a different lens when you talk about women health issues or health broadly speaking. When you talk about education, when you talk about housing, I think it provides an opportunity to kind of shift the lens a little bit in how we approach it.
Mm-hmm. So what are some of the priorities now for your district heading into the new year?
So for my district, the top priority remains increasing access to the COVID-19 vaccine. My district has a zip code that was the second deadliest in COVID-19. And right now we unfortunately remain one of the lowest vaccinated communities. And so we are working really hard on the ground to educate and encourage members of the community to get vaccinated, increasing the access. Before I was elected, we had not one permanent vaccine location in my district. We now have 3 with a number of pop-ups that have been taking place across the district. So we continue to promote and foster that. In fact, this Sunday, we're kicking off Vaccination Sundays. We're partnering with faith-based leaders where we are stationing the vaccine moles outside of different places of worship so that people, when they are finished, go outside and they're able to get their vaccination on their way home.
All right, awesome. And now Councilwoman Brooks Powers, you are young, you are a woman, but you're very involved in the community and have government experience. So for people who don't know your background, tell us a little bit about your experience.
Sure. So for me, I've been serving my community for almost 20 years. And I know I look about 20 years old. So I got started pretty early, but in all seriousness, I have worked in city and state government. I have worked in healthcare, in fact, at Peninsula Hospital in my district up until its closure. I have worked in the labor movement, fighting for an increase to the minimum wage of $15 an hour, which we now have here in New York, working with SEIU International. And more recently, I worked with the JFK Redevelopment Program, which is a $13 billion infrastructure program right here in our backyard. Where I was able to leverage that position to helping not only local contractors, but MWBE contractors receive opportunities that were present on the program, from building out a $2 million community information center to receiving and being awarded the contract to operate the cafeteria on airport at Building 14. There were so many opportunities that we were able to leverage this program to benefit the immediate community. And I'm looking forward to continuing that work in my new role, just broadly speaking.
Awesome. Now for our final question, tell us something fun or interesting about yourself that maybe people don't know.
So fun and interesting about myself is that I love to travel. I love to travel. I love to learn about different cultures. I love to come back home and kind of think about how we can enhance our own local culture and make our communities better. You think about part of my community is a peninsula. And so I remember I spent a short period of time in the Bay Area in California and just seeing how they maximize that community and in terms of entertainment, in terms of economic opportunities. I also have traveled the country and been able to look at other coastal communities in that way also. And so that's something I find fun. Haven't been able to do it in a while because of COVID, but I'm looking forward to being able to continue traveling and bringing back some of the lessons learned to improve our community.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again on your primary win, Councilwoman Selvena Brooks Powers. Thanks for being part of this little interview series on Politics NY with Sky.